All right, here's New York Comic-Con 2022. We're in the press room for Pennyworth, getting ready for Season 3, available on HBO Max today. Check out those first 3 episodes. I had a chance to check it out. Here with the showrunner and executive producer.
He's the showrunner.
No, it's not true.
Nonetheless, John and Bruno, how's it going today?
Excellent. It's been fun.
Great.
Good. Big question I've been asking everybody I talked to so far. What's sort of been the emotions moving from Epics to now security on HBO Max?
It was a sort of seamless transition as far as actually making the show goes. It's been HBO historically is the big kahuna, the King Kong, the Madison Square Garden, the Carnegie Hall of platforms. Any other similes I can come up with there? And so it's very exciting for the actors to feel themselves stepping up to that big stage. Put it this way: we're in the same league. We're still we were always in the Premier League, but previously we were playing for Brighton and Hove Albion. Now we're playing for Tottenham Hotspur or Manchester City.
Why are you throwing Manchester City to me?
No, I wasn't throwing it to you.
Okay,
yeah.
Anyway, that's
well,
fine.
you could, all right, it's like playing with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Or
there we go. Yeah, thank you.
As opposed to the St. Louis Cardinals. So that's a different sport, right?
Okay.
But anyway, I shouldn't get into sporting analogies. It was a really nice boost to because also you've got to remember we're making this in the middle of the pandemic, and everyone was very isolated and disconnected from what was going on. So on some level we were all glad to just be coming back and working together again, and to be able to come back and work together for HBO was added bonus.
I think there's that thing that happens too, where when you pitch a show and you deliver it to a network and you start making it, there's always that fear of like, oh, they're going to see it and they're actually not going to like it when they actually see it. But when somebody buys a show that already exists, they go, oh, I watched 20 hours of your show, and I love what you're doing, and then they bring it over, then correct me, Bruno, but I feel like you're on much safer ground. You go like, oh, we all know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like a Tinder date as opposed to a blind date.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Not that I would know, but it's like, you don't know what, it's like, if you have to wear a carnation, then, oh, shit. This is like, he's kind of, yeah.
That might go down as the greatest quote ever. So, pulling the curtains back a little bit. So you had already done the 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Had you already started to develop season 3?
Yeah, but very minimally.
Okay.
And then again, it's hard to remember because of the whole COVID pandemic time frame. But we had correct me if I'm wrong.
You and I didn't start talking until the move happened, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
Okay.
So I think we started.
I see. Yeah, you wouldn't have. He's strictly like Blue
Look,
Ribbon.
when I'm
where
on,
are we going?
Well, I wasn't on the clock.
I work for them.
Fair enough. No, because my point is, it feels like you all knew you should belong here, and this season instantly feels granularly bigger. The scope is bigger, and it's almost as if, like you say, like, listen, we want to be here. We're going to be here, and I was just kind of wondering, where were you at, kind of with that? Did you already?
The thing with doing any kind of series, it's like a gig or something. You can't start with your best number. Hopefully, you play Freebird at the end, right?
Yeah, it's true.
That's why I always play at my gigs, like Freebird. And with TV shows, you don't know when the end is.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky balance between throwing everything in the kitchen sink into the first episodes and the first seasons, and saving it. So you've got to try and find a way of every season ratcheting up the ante and making it bigger and more, whatever more is.
Yeah.
And also, once you've done a couple of seasons, you realise, all right, this works, that doesn't. We can't do that very well. We can do this well.
Yeah.
So it gives you more freedom and courage we know we can do this. So you can get bigger in some ways, and other ways you go, I won't tell you what we go. But.
Really quickly, last question. I just want to kind of know, what can fans expect for this season?
I think they can expect to see more, I hate to use the word Easter eggs, but there are more Easter eggs
we love those.
of things you will see going, oh, I see where that came from. Because so much of what we try to do is we try to tell the story of, oh, this is how Batman learned to do the things that he did, and this is how Alfred gained the skills that he's later going to implant to young Bruce. I also feel like you see just a lot more of the character dynamics that Bruno and his team put together in seasons 1 and 2 coming to fruition. Your team.
My team.
I don't want to leave anybody out, so I just threw that in randomly. Who is your
It's
team?
my team.
Yeah.
Our posse.
Yeah.
I've got a posse, not a team. Yeah, and I would also add that we start asking questions that for the cognoscenti in the Batman universe. But I would say it.
Cognoscenti. You get that?
Cognoscenti.
Say that into the microphone.
No, he got it.
Okay.
Cognoscenti, and I pronounced it correctly as well.
You did.
That we ask questions that go, how the hell are they going to get from here to the Batman universe we know and love?
Yeah.
How are they going to get themselves out of this narrative corner?
Yeah.
And we will.
Oh man! Well, I've checked out the first 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes are available now on HBO Max. I cannot wait for the rest of the season. And congratulations thus far.
So much.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Have a good rest of your New York Comic Con.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Flashpoint, please.